Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alfred Akpesi. I'm a learning coach. I'm a pharmacist by the way by profession, which means I went to the school of pharmacy and I graduated at the top of my class. I want to point something out that most people don't take serious. It's called the psychology of learning. It is true that learning is actually an activity that you do, is an act. But remember my definition of learning? Learning is an act, ACT, is an art, ART, and it is a science of acquiring information, understanding and skill so that you can put it to practice and use it whenever you need it. So in my own definition of learning, it's an art, an act, and it's what? It's science. I want to talk about the science of it because it is what makes the difference. You see, the science of it is the internal processes that goes on in your heart and in your mind that makes you a better learner. Do you understand? See, I've said it before. You can put all these learning techniques, all these learning skills that we have been teaching you so far to work, and you will still not produce the result because there is something that is wrong with your software, with your program, in here and in here. Do you understand? So that's why it is important that you also know the psychology behind it. Yeah. So I want to speak briefly about mindset because mindset is really what determines your action. How best you can do something is determined by your mind. Have you heard about emotions? Emotions is the energy that gives you the motion. Motion, energy, motion. If you don't have the right emotions, you will not perform better during your activities of reading. Do you get it? So I want you to pay attention to those psychology because it will really help you. It will really help you. So I might say something today and it's not needed. Like it will not really help you achieve more, but it will change something up here. There's a saying that Brian Tracy said. He said, the moment you realize that everything you cannot do can be learned, it will change your ball game. I'll say it again. He says, the moment you can learn everything you cannot do, to change everything for you. So the moment you realize that you can learn everything that you cannot do now, so think about everything you are not. You can learn to be that. And the moment you give yourself to learning, then there is nothing that is impossible for you to learn. Do you understand? So now the one and only skill that is most needed in your life is called learning skill. You know why? Because it will teach you how to learn other things. A genius can be learned. I'll do a video on that, how to be a genius. You can literally decode it. You are not a fast learner. You can be a fast learner. By the way, there's something wrong about being a fast learner. The faster you learn, the faster you forget. So if you learn it in 5 minutes, you forget it in 5 minutes. Most geniuses are slow learners. I am telling you for a fact, they are slow learners. They waste a lot of time. Not waste, actually. They put in a lot of time forming the foundation, because if you don't know how far you want to go, please make sure you give yourself deeper foundation. You make sure you dig your foundation deeper, make it wider, because your foundation is what will definitely determine how your height. Do you understand? So it's a psychology I want you to put at the back of your mind. Please stay away from social media when you are reading. Please, stay away. Because if you are watching Sabinus or you're watching Brain Jota, it's more interesting than the book. So guess what? Your working memory too will turn and say, your working memory too will want to watch. So do you understand? So please put all this thing behind you, social media, when you are reading. Use the right emotions to read. Know that there is nothing you cannot learn. Everything is possible for you. You cannot forget. I told you I'm the worst forgetter that I know. It's as if my brain is 128 megabytes. But guess what? When it comes to learning things, I have 1 terabyte here. 1 terabyte for learning. Why? Because it is a mindset. Mindset is everything. Do you understand? So now look at yourself. If you are feeling a lot of things in school and you want to change, you change here first, because this is what controls everything you do. Even science told you that your nervous system, your brain, controls every activity of your body. So you're walking to class to go and read, yet this thing is not controlling you. Now there's something I want to talk about. It's called the invisible filter in your brain. I don't know whether there's a science word for it. My research has not got to that place yet. But if a lecturer is in class and that lecturer teach you for 2 hours, and then that lecturer call you out and said, "Come, my dear, come. This pharmacy student, come. Can you tell the class everything I've said so far?" Have you noticed you will not speak for more than 30 minutes? Now, this lecturer spent 2 hours explaining something, yet you could only speak for 30 minutes. Do you know what happened? It means the remaining 1 hour, 30 minutes he was saying was entering in through this ear and then is going out through this other ear. Do you understand? So I want you to develop that filter. That filter is very small. That filter, I want to tell you about the filter. Now that filter says that it is only things that are relevant to you that will come into your head. I'll say it again. Only things that are relevant to you will come into your brain. Do you get it? So how do you enlarge that filter? Simple. Why are you reading? The moment you know why you are reading, give yourself more why, the filter will enlarge. So more things will be accommodated in your brain more than now. So I will stop here because I don't want the video to be long. Thank you for watching, and of course I'll put more content concerning the psychology of reading. Thank you so much for watching.